So now we're here with Alex from Zander Circuitry, based in Essex, and he's going to talk us through what he does and a few of his favourite effects.
Yeah, hand make all of our stuff in Essex. At the moment, I am still just one man in a room. Started making loads for myself, and then it just kind of snowballed from that into what it is today.
So, could you pick out, say, 2 or 3 of your favourite effects for us?
Yeah. So at the moment, we've currently got some prototypes with us, so I might as well show you these because these are brand new, not fully released yet. So it's kind of the idea of, especially with the Cranium and the American Geek, the idea behind them was to take 2 classic distortion / fuzz pedals that people like, the Rat and Big Muff, and give them all the options of all the different variations and iterations that the companies have released through the years. You can pretty much get all of those sounds in one pedal. These are the 3 modulation pedals that we do, modulation and delay pedals that we do currently. So you've got the warbler, the shake and tremble, and the tape deck. The warbler is a dual vibrato that 2 circuits in one pedal that are based around the magnetone amp, the old magnetone amp that used to have a vibrato built into the amp. The shake and tremble is tremolo, very similar to the kind of tremolo you find on a black face. It has an active preamp control, so if you're using high output pickups like in the guitar I'm using now, once you start cranking it up, and especially into a lower headroom amp, that's when you'll start to get the kind of cranked kind of tweed sounds that you get. So it's basically meant to give you the sound of like a cranked amp, old Fender amp with the tremolo on.
That's really cool. And tell us a bit about this tape deck.
And the tape deck is a digital delay that is meant to kind of model the old sounds of kind of tape echoes. Kind of that gives you that low-fi sound. I mean, you can it gets just shy of 3 seconds delay time, but once you start going past sort of a second, that's when the fidelity really starts to kind of crumble apart.
And then finally, this is your prototype, the Echo deck.
So this is an example of some of the custom work that we do. We do quite a lot of custom jobs for guitarists in bands, touring bands that they want something very specific for their needs. So they've built a couple of these actually, and it's basically meant to be the similar vibe to the old Space Echo units, the Boss Roland Space Echo units from the 70s. So you've got 3 delays in series that you can turn on and off. A simple sort of hall style reverb that just has a mix control, and an active preamp. So you've got an input and output control. So if you crank the input, you can control the overall level with the output, but you can actually drive the input of the delay like you could on some of the old tape units.
So it gets like breakup as well.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
That's really cool. Well, it'd be cool now if we have a little play, and then we'll get close with the pedals and you turning them and get some sounds. Let's go for that.